Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart. And before I kickstart the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening and also the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Fantom chart, where you can see that Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count one to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we have been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.15 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing the formation of this second wave, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and this is what I'm expecting to play out on the long-term scenarios, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $5.697 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect that wave 3 to the upside to do, and that is my long-term scenario. And getting to the short-term scenarios, where we are seeing a massive breakout here on the Fantom chart, after seeing a breakout out of this chart pattern that we had here on the daily chart, which is a falling wedge, which is a chart pattern that is supposed to give us a breakout to the upper side. And you can see we have seen that breakout after first managing to break above the 20-day MA, which gave us support that we needed for us to continue pushing even higher. We saw the breakout, a bit of a retest, then continued pushing even higher, and that's the reason as to why I believe the Fantom breakout is on fire. And if I jump to the 1 hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, here on the 1 hour chart you can see that after making our low at around the $0.16 mark, we started a very nice bounce to the upside in a move that has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, where we can term this bounce to the upside as the first wave to the upside, making its peak at around the $0.26 mark. Then we saw this ABC corrective structure in the formation of that second wave, making its low at around the $0.19 mark. And after seeing that second wave, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And if I first sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.3486 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting this wave 3 to the upside to do. So there are chances that the breakout that we are seeing at the moment might take us back to around the $0.34 mark to fully maximize the formation of this wave 3. And because a wave 3 to the upside is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that wave 3. So we expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation within this wave 3, and I believe that is what is playing out over here, where we have this Elliot wave structure in blue, having that as the first wave, then a wave 2, a wave 3, then a wave 4, and I believe at the moment we're in the formation of this wave 5, which should fully maximize the formation of this wave 3 to the upside. And getting to the short-term scenarios that can play out over here, you can see that we are trying to face out a key area of resistance at around the $0.28 mark in the formation of this wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of that wave 3. So for us to fully maximize our target area, we need to see Fantom manage to break above that key area of resistance at around the $0.2888 mark. And once the breakout is in, then I'll be expecting a retest, and once the retest is in and a success, then we can fully maximize our fib level 1.618 and fully maximize the formation of that wave 3 to the upside. But at the time of this recording here on the 1 hour chart, you can see that we have seen a bit of a pullback after trying to battle out that key area of resistance, and that would mean maybe we might see a bit of a retracement here on the charts, maybe get back to around the $0.26 mark, find support, then from there we can expect another bounce, manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.28 mark, and once that happens, then we can expect a retest before we continue pushing even higher. And another thing that you can note is that we are trading above the 20-day MA, meaning it's acting as support at the moment. And if I take a look at the volume indicator, On the volume indicator, we are seeing a bit of a decrease in the buying volume, meaning maybe we might see a bit of a retracement before we continue pushing even higher. And if I also take a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 67 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upside before we get into the overbought region, and massive room for us to support any movements to the lower side. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have printed a bullish cross, meaning higher prices are still coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.